she was staring. And when the young seagull saw that, he became really very mad. That this made the young seagull really very mad, because the way the mother was tearing the meat or tearing the food, he was attracted to that thing. And now he sharpened up his beak. Ga ga ga, he cried, begging her to bring him some food. Guacol, she screeched back, derisively. Here derisively means in a manner of showing someone that he or she is stupid. But he kept calling plaintively. And after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying across him with it. He leaned out. Now what happened? The young seagull started begging that please come and give me some food. The mother also screamed and she told that you are really very stupid. But still that young seagull started calling out continuously, and the seagull was begging that he wanted the food. And his mother picked up a piece of the fish and was flying across to him. So over here you can see that how the mother brought a piece of meat for the young seagull. Eagerly tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her. As she flew across, but when she was just opposite to him, she halted, her wings motionless, the piece of fish in her beak almost within reach of his beak. He waited a moment in surprise, wondering why she did not come nearer, and then, maddened by hunger, he dived at the fish. Now what happened? The mother flew from the opposite edge and she came near where the young seagull was. And when she came over there, he leaned out, means he was eager that no, my mother will give me food and I will survive. And he started tapping his feet on the rock. And what happened? The mother got near her, but as she came really close to the young seagull, she stopped, she halted over there, she waited over there, and her wings were motionless. And this made the young seagull a bit surprised, and he was a bit maddened also, because he was really very angry, because he wanted something to eat. And when this thing happened, as he was really very mad, he just jumped at the fish. With a loud scream, he fell outward and downwards into space. Then monstrous terror seized him and his heart stood still. He could hear nothing, but it only lasted a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spread outwards. What happened? That with a loud scream, he just fell downwards, okay, in an ascending or in descending manner. He just came, but after a certain time duration, what happened? His heart was still, he could hear nothing, but after a moment everything was back to normal, and his wings also spread in an outward direction. The wings opened up and his breast was filled with feather, and then under his stomach and under and against his wings. So now he opened up his wings and he started flying. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. He was not falling headlong now. He was soaring gradually downwards and outwards. He was no longer afraid. He just felt a bit dizzy. So what happened? That now he came to know that everything was in a very good condition. He was able to fly. He would not fall, but somehow still he was feeling a bit dizzy. And then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards. Ga 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 ga. And his mother swooped past him, her wings making a loud noise. He answered her with another scream. Then his father flew over him screaming. He saw his two brothers and his sister flying around him, curveting and banking and soaring and diving. What happened? That as he started flying his first flight, everybody, the whole family came near him. Everybody encouraged the little seagull that yes, you can do. Father, mother, uh, both the brothers and sister, everyone was so happy that finally he started learning how to fly, and everybody were appreciating him, and everyone circled this young seagull. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly, and commanded himself to dive and soar and curve, shrieking seedly. So what happened? So very fine, all of a sudden he thought that it is so easy for him to dive, and he had completely forgotten that it was not possible for him to fly just a few moments before. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it, and he turned his beak sideways and cawed amusedly. So he was really very happy. He was flying on the straight ocean, and everything was in a vast green color beneath him. And then he saw everything was so beautiful. His parents and his brothers and sisters had landed on this green flooring ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, calling shrilly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger and could not rise, exhausted. So what happened? Now everybody were calling him to come on that green flooring, means the sea. At first, when he dropped down his legs, and when those legs sank into the ocean water, he started screaming. Yes, and because he thought that now he would be unable to fly. So he started, no, very firstly he started flapping his wings. And he was so tired and hungry that he could not rise more, and he was exhausted. By the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it, and he sank no farther. He was floating on it, and around him his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. So what happened? He was exhausted by this strange exercise because he was attempting for the very first time, and moreover to that, he didn't had anything in the past 24 hours, and his feet now sank into that green sea, and his belly touched the water, and he didn't sink but he was floating, and his whole family was around him. The whole family was screaming and praising him, and the family also offered him scraps of dog fish, and because of this he made his first flight. So this is really inspirational story. Whenever we are trying something new, we are always afraid that if we would fail. But always remember, dear students, that our family members are always with us. Our parents, our siblings are always there to help us, support us. Although it may be that at an initial stage they might be criticizing us, but that is one way how they are motivating us. So always take things positively and learn from it. I hope you all have understood the chapter. So, dear students, always believe in yourself, have that strength, have that courage, have that faith within your own self that you can do it. And if you still find that difficulty, your family is always going to stay beside you in all your odds. So, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. I hope you all have understood the chapter. If you still find any doubt or queries, you can comment down in the comment section. Thank you very much.